absolutely crazy up here. Show my dedication here. Ah! Not clickbait, but we just slept through an earthquake.
We really did. There was like a...
There's a 3.7 earthquake here in Utah, and the reason why it's so scary is because we have a huge fault line here.
My parents maybe live like 20 minutes away from us, and they had like bricks fall out of their chimney on the exterior of their house. Like, it was a good shake, but apparently we were just like out last night, and neither of the girls woke up either. But we survived!
Yeah.
But it is one of those things where I'm like, okay, should we be nervous for an aftershock? Because Utah is expecting to have a huge earthquake. We're due for like a massive earthquake, and we live really close to the fault line. So it's one of those things that's like, okay, like, do we just go ahead and like go about our lives today, or do we like go for shelter somewhere?
You're too scared to go to the gym this morning. You're like, eh.
I was like, I'm gonna work out from home. I don't know, just the thought of like being at the gym during an earthquake, I don't know, it just scares me. So on Sunday, we got home from church, and we'll usually do a little lesson with the kids when we get home, and the funniest thing happened, because you know when you're at school and you're not really paying attention and the professor calls on you and you just like blurt out an answer? That is exactly what happened to Greta.
Who's Satan?
Me.
You are not. You're the cutest little angel.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
She had no clue, and she was just jumping. She wanted to be included.
Literally the opposite of Satan, but we got so many of the funniest comments from everybody on Instagram saying, well, if Greta's Satan, I want to go to hell because it sounds like a party.
So I found out this week that Hailey is really good at taking pictures. I've become very good at taking pictures. We had this photo shoot with this local magazine, and we show up, we brought the girls as well, but Hailey and the girls did a really good job. Lucy and Greta were being super cute, and they go, I know I told Lucy or Greta to show their muscles. Lucy goes like that, but then Greta's like, oh, it was the cutest thing ever.
Good morning, my little sweet peas. I just got to the gym a little bit later than usual, but hey, better late than never. Anyway, I wanted to kind of open up on here and talk about some of the thoughts and some of like the weird things I've been going through these last couple weeks, and it's all regarding Instagram. So I started Instagram in maybe late 2009, 2010, and I thought it was just a photo editing app, and there were like a few friends that I had on there, and it was fun, and it became this really fun little community. And I've always created videos, as you all know, since what, first grade, kindergarten. It was just something really unique that I did and not a lot of other kids did. Even up until high school, I have DVDs of every month of just what I was doing, like school dances and fun, silly things I was doing with my friends. Like, I've always loved documenting my life and sharing it with people. I actually remember first hearing about Twitter as well, and people being like, oh, now we can follow celebrities and all this stuff, and being super excited about it. And I was like, I do not get the point of following people, especially people you don't know. Like, I don't get this new craze. So fast forward to Instagram, maybe like 2012. That's when Brad and I got married, and Brad and I have been making videos together since when we were dating. And anyway, it just started like, we started getting more followers, and it was something that I didn't intend to do. And it just grew really organically over the years through our video production business that we were traveling with and just having babies. And then fast forward a few years, and Instagram is literally our full-time job. So it's kind of funny to think like 10 years ago I was laughing, being like, what the heck, why do people want to like follow people, like strangers on the internet? And then here I am 10 years later, literally this is what I do for a living. I feel like it is so tricky being in this space as far as my job and everything, because I always am telling my readers and my viewers, you guys, that numbers, aka followers, don't define how insanely cool you are. It's funny because I'm always preaching that, you know, that Instagram isn't a place where your self-worth and even your worth of your creative work does not lie within those numbers and even within that space. But I have to say, it's been so hard for me personally to practice what I preach. I feel like in traditional businesses, you know, there's competitors and like different brands, but there's not like a number set to each brand where it's like, okay, like I am, you know, that you can physically see the numbers of the business, you know. It's just like this really weird space to be in. I'm instantly connected with all these people and all these creators all over the world that feels like they're so much better than me in so many ways, you know. And so I don't know, I feel like that's been like a good and a bad thing, because in a way I've had to take a really big bite of humble pie. But in other ways, it's kind of gotten in the way of my work creatively. Some days, honestly, I feel like it hits my confidence like into the dirt hardcore, and not so much like my divine worth of me or like my looks or anything like that. It's more on a creative level for me, but I feel like for a lot of different people it triggers in different ways. But honestly, I feel like the most frustrating part with Instagram is that accounts are able to buy followers, buy bots to give them likes. Like, what's even real anymore? I just had this light bulb moment from just going to different events over the years, and just how this culture online has converted into real life. It's changing the way we interact on and off the screen. This numbers culture of who has the biggest platform and who has, you know, such and such followers. It really is changing the way we work with one another and the way we interact. It's just so frustrating to me to now live in this world that's so number based and not, I don't know, people aren't being recognized for the amazing work that they're doing and the beautiful things that they're creating. And I can honestly say that I have felt this. I mean, no matter what room you're standing in, there's always going to be, and you know, a virtual room like Instagram, there's always going to be somebody with bigger numbers than you. It's such a hard path to follow this numbers game, because literally there's always going to be somebody bigger than you. But I guess what I'm getting at is this social media and these numbers are not going anywhere. It's such a big part of our culture, both on and off the screen now, that we need to do something about it. Because I'm a 28-year-old grown adult and I'm feeling this, and I cannot even fathom what kids in high school are going through. And so I think for me, the biggest thing that I'm going to work on, well, two things. One, not comparing what I do and who I am by these numbers, because quite frankly, numbers cannot ever define that worth. And the second thing is just being mindful about how I'm interacting with people, both on and off the screen, based on their numbers. Because honestly, just behind these accounts with all of these various different numbers, we're all just people. We're all the same human beings going through the same life trials, and we're just trying to get through. And I feel like if everybody did these two things, we're just mindful about how they're comparing themselves and how they are interacting with others because of these numbers, this culture can change. Okay, but do you want to know the most hilarious thing? Was yesterday, last night, I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm doing my two things about these numbers. And this morning I woke up, and no joke, it's like God is testing me. I woke up and 5,000 of my Instagram followers just dropped. I don't know what happened. A lot of people are saying that there's like a glitch within Instagram. But when I first checked my Instagram this morning, I had a pit, a literal pit in my stomach. Like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like, why do all these people not like me? Why did all, you know, what did I do? What did, you know, I instantly took it so personally, like, oh my gosh, what did I post yesterday? Did I offend somebody? When in reality, it was just a technical glitch within Instagram. And I was just like, you know what? This is a test. It's a test to see how personally attached I am to these numbers. And then when I heard that it was a glitch, I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I'm not the only one that this happened to, but I'm just like, why did I even react that way? So I think it's gonna take a lot of work to work on these two things, but I'm going to be mindful about it every day. And I think if we all do it together, we can make a huge impact. I know a lot of people are saying like, just don't have it, have like a flip phone. But personally, I don't believe that that's the answer. I believe that we are the answer. Education is the answer, and this whole culture starts with us. But before I hop out and finally get into the gym, I wanted to thank all of you within our community for being so kind and for making Instagram and YouTube so much fun and such an uplifting space to our family. So thank you. Brad got a random text from his dad and his sister inviting him to go skiing / snowboarding this week, and it was on the snowiest day.
I get up there and it's snowing just slightly, but then all of a sudden the wind comes. And no joke, I thought we were gonna get blown off the ski lift. And it was just like, at one point, it's like downslope, but I couldn't even see any like bumps or anything. It was just like a white sheet of paper. And at one point I thought it might be smarter to go off my other senses. So I closed my eyes and went, and I fell so hard because I couldn't see that. I couldn't tell if I was moving, if I was stopped. It was just crazy.
Absolutely crazy up here. Show my dedication here. Ow! Oh, Nelly! Oh yeah. My brother-in-law T, nuts down. My dad. Just say the word. Like a bullet. Like a bullet. You want the moon? I'll throw a lasso around and pull it down for you. Yeah, that's crazy, my brother. I paid myself.
Probably the worst weather I've ever snowboarded in.
But did you have fun?
We had loads of fun, and it was just good to be with them. I love them.
And then the next day, we went snowboarding for Valentine's Day.
Another day of snowboarding school. You excited?
Yeah.
Good luck, Luce. Have fun. Second time snowboarding class. Get those stickers. Here we are, people. Yeah. It's so good.
I run that fun in like 5 years.
Oh my gosh. It was so fun. It's amazing.
I've never laughed so hard snowboarding before. It was just like a really fun powder day that it was just like you could snowboard.
You could be dumb.
Yeah, you could just be so aimless and stupid and fall in the snow without getting hurt. It made for a super fun day.
Yeah, like at one point there was like this jump we went off and everyone was going back to back to back, but if you fell, it felt like you were falling into a pillow. And it was just so soft, so everyone was being so silly.
Yeah! What the heck? Oh no!
Oh! Lucy was in snowboarding school that day, and it was awesome because Brad and I were in our new snowboarding gear, and so we went and spied on her.
She had no clue.
I had like my hair tucked in, and Brad had like his face mask with his goggles, and he's like following her with a camera during her lesson. She had no idea.
I was standing right next to her, just like this, and I had my camera like in her face, and she had no clue who I was.
Yeah, I don't think Lucy will recognise us, so we're going to quickly get a secret shot of her coming down the hill.
Literal fly on the wall of her lesson, and it is the cutest thing ever. know who this is? She got off the chair once by herself.
No way!
And she can get on by herself.
What?
Yeah,
Lucy, so proud of you, Bug.
Let me tell you what's going on the sun.
It's fun to find a sport that she really enjoys. The cutest thing ever. I'm so proud of Lucy right now.
Ignites me. Imagination, she's a wonder. Anticipation.
This is not a paid ad, but Morgan is the best. If you come and get classes here at Brighton, ask for Morgan. She is awesome.
I think we killed her.
You got a present for me?
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks, love. I got something for you. Okay, stay there and close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, hands out. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
You got your very own flower.
Love you. Oh, and Hayes. Got a couple for you too. I got you something. You want to see? You want to see your present? Okay, close your eyes. Okay, smell. I got you your own flower.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome.
We hope that you guys all had an amazing week and a great Valentine's Day. I know that Valentine's Day can be a tough holiday for a lot of people, and I just thought that this Valentine's Day was a great reminder that you can celebrate friendship and love in any capacity. It doesn't just need to be with your boyfriend or your husband. It can be with your dog or with your neighbor or your friends. So I hope that you guys all were able to get out and celebrate love in some way. And we hope that you guys all have an amazing week.
See you
See you
next
later.
week.